You're on the Bible Forum. I'm Warren Sprouse. We're here every Sunday night from 8 until 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We're just looking at life through a biblical lens. We're trying to solve all the world's problems in 2 hours or less. We heard this week that Supreme Court Associate Justice Anthony Kennedy had announced his retirement at the end of this session. You have to be living under a rock down by the river to not know that. In reaction to this announcement, CNN legal analyst Jeffrey Toobin, a legal mind in his own right, said Wednesday that he believes abortion rights will suffer the consequences in the months to come. He wrote, quote, "Anthony Kennedy is retiring. Abortion will be illegal in 20 states in 18 months." End of quote. During a discussion on CNN Wednesday, Toobin told viewers you're going to see 20 states banning abortion outright because they know there are now going to be 5 votes on the Supreme Court to overturn Roe v. Wade. And abortion will be illegal in a significant part of the United States in 18 months. There is just no doubt about that. And that's why these seats matter so much. What does he mean? He means abortion is not settled law in America. The right to abortion was granted by the U.S. Supreme Court. Courts don't make law. With enough votes on that court, the right to abortion on demand could very well go away, and it should. It is based on faulty science. At the time of Roe v. Wade, science did not know how babies developed in the womb. The technology did not exist. It was theory. And the decision was based on drawings made by experts which demonstrated that during the first trimester there was no difference between a human being and any other animal, any other primate. Today we have sonograms and more. Instruments demonstrating incontrovertible evidence that this early fetus in that first trimester is clearly human. All that's needed is for someone to challenge this law and have it reach the high court. And should a conservative justice be appointed, Roe v. Wade is going to go into the history books. They know all this. The Planned Parenthood Action Fund also tweeted their concern over Kennedy's announcement, writing, "Make no mistake, we won't let POTUS and Senate Majority Leader get their way without a serious fight. We control our bodies." They also used a vulgar phrase that I won't repeat. They went on later to add, quote, "Access to safe and legal abortion should not be up for debate, period." Did you know we've always had access to safe and legal abortions? Always. Even before Roe v. Wade. Roe v. Wade is abortion on demand. If the mother's life was at stake, babies were aborted all the time. Or if the child demonstrated that it was not going to survive, or that it was going to be so seriously damaged that it was going to be almost they were aborted. But not after 30 weeks. We were aborting children right up to and including the 9 months. Not now, but we did. It's called a runaway train. Politicians and judges should not be making decisions about our bodies and our freedoms and about when and whether we can become parents, they said. But that's exactly what the U.S. Supreme Court did. And it was okay because it went their way. Now, Kennedy, who was nominated by Republican President Ronald Reagan in 1987, has been the swing vote on many controversial issues such as same-sex marriage and abortion rights. Upon receiving a letter from Kennedy stating his decision to retire on July 31st, President Trump told reporters that the process to nominate a replacement would begin immediately. The president also referred to his list of potential nominees, which was updated in November of 2017. He said, "We have a list of 25 highly educated, highly intelligent, hopefully tremendous people." The critics, however, are concerned that Kennedy's impending retirement will also strike a massive blow to the current LGBTQ rights people, making their future uncertain. One liberal wrote, "Anti-LGBTQ advocates are already gearing up to weaken LGBTQ rights in the U.S. now that Kennedy is leaving the court. The Kennedy exit is coming at a big moment for LGBTQ rights. Kennedy was a reliable swing vote for these people, and with his retirement, the future of that movement, at least when it comes to Supreme Court decisions, looks much less certain." Now, the future suggests some very interesting debates and some very interesting battles. Our president says he's going to announce his choice next Tuesday. They wanted it to wait until after the election. They are going to do everything humanly possible to stop this thing so that it doesn't happen until after the midterm, because they fully expect to have more liberals in place, and then it can't go. Might be time to pray. I think it's just going to go the natural way. I think after more than a year of this president, he's probably going to get what he wants. Stay tuned.